One Piece. Now, I don't remember the last video I made about One Piece, but now that we're back on Egghead Island, I want to just talk about some highlights. For one, I love that CP0 is back. Now, if you this is related but unrelated. If you saw the movie Stampede, we know that the Door guy is CP0. We know that Khalifa, the soap woman, she's CP0. So that means all of our fucking guys from the Water 7 arc, they are CP0, and that's cool. I mean, we haven't seen the fat dude and the long haired dude and the wolf dude, but we can assume they're CP0 too. We can just assume. But I love that, like, Luffy's interaction with Lucci is the fist again. Like, it's 600 chapters later, but like it's like their first introduction, like their first battle, and I love it. I love that, like, Luffy's gear fit, like, he is on par with Lucy, like, because Lucci was originally stronger than Luffy. Like, Luffy beat him through endurance and willpower, but now, like, they're on the same level. I like that. I like Kaku's reappearance and Zoro's reaction to him. It's great. It's fun. It reminds me of their first interactions, because I've been a One Piece fan from the beginning. I have always said I wish I could have reviewed this from the start, but unfortunately, like, you know, back when we read manga and anime, we were considered nerds, and now it's like popular to review this and talk about it. And so I want to join that because I have been a fan from the start. And I was also at New York Comic Con. You know, anytime you see me at New York Comic Con, I'm doing something One Piece related. I've done Aokiji, I've done Ace, I have done. I'm planning to do Mr. 2. I want to do Gold Roger, and I want to do Kaku. So there's going to be some more One Piece coming, more One Piece cosplays if you ever see me in New York Comic Con. Yeah, so I love the CP0. I also like how they were taken out. Because I was like, we just got to Egghead Island, and we were getting fights back to back to back, which is fine, but I mean, we had just left Wano, and to be getting these important fights with CP0, I was like, Oda, you're kind of rushing this a little bit with the fights, but I don't mind it. I like the return. But they were immediately taken out by Stussy, who was a clone for one, but also she was working for Vegapunk. And then we find out, going back to this old woman who claimed she was the wife of Whitebeard, and her son, I forgot his name, Weevil was Whitebeard's son. Like, this random old lady who we thought was nobody was just like, I even thought Oda forgot about her, because, like, they were gone for a while. They've been mentioned, but they were gone for a while. It turned out she was the original Stussy, and on top of that, she was a part of the Rocks Pirates. Now, let me emphasize, we still do not know who the Rocks Pirates were. People keep referencing it and talking about it, but we don't know the Rocks Pirates. Like, we know that Rocks was a captain who was defeated by Gorp and Goldie Roger because they teamed up against him. And Rocks also had Kaido, he had Big Mom, and he had Whitebeard as his crewmates. So, and understanding that we have seen Whitebeard in action, we have seen Big Mom in action, we have seen Kaido in action, for them to have a captain that was above them, oh yeah, we know that dude was dangerous. And then on top of that, you have Goldie Roger, who beat all of these guys without a devil fruit. Okay, Goldie Roger did not have a devil fruit, and I always said that would be the coolest fucking thing. Why? Because Zoro doesn't have a devil fruit, Nami doesn't have a devil fruit, Usopp doesn't have a devil's fruit, and Zoro, and they are all fucking strong. They are all a part of Luffy's crew. So to have someone who doesn't have a devil fruit defeat all of these guys, yes, Goldie Roger was the shit. And we know Gorp was strong. Gorp is the hero of the Marines, and we have seen Gorp, like, handle his shit. He's about to go fight Blackbeard, which is just another fucking thing. Gorp is gonna fight Blackbeard. If Gorp dies, it will make Blackbeard a bigger threat, but I will be also very sad. I was sad when when Mary burned and the Mary talked, and I was just like, oh my god, Oda, you made me care about a ship. You made me cry for a ship. That is powerful storytelling. I love that. I'm kind of jumping all over the place because, like, all of these things are starting to connect. When Vegapunk asked to join Luffy's crew, I don't know if he's gonna be a Straw Hat in particular, because you got to remember, Vivi asked to join the crew and then she stayed behind. Yamato asked to join the crew and then she stayed behind. So Vegapunk saying he wants to join the crew, it could be that he's a Straw Hat, or it could be just like, hey, I want to join the ship for a little bit, like Vivi and Momo and the other guy that works under Momo and who did I just say? And Yamato did, like, just join for temporary purposes. But it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. If Vegapunk does, and we're learning a lot through Vegapunk, like a lot of the history, the backstory. I think we've been getting major reveals back to back to back, especially the ending of this current chapter. Fucking Shanks is going to fight Captain Kidd, and there's no fucking way Captain Kidd is going to kill. I would be livid if Captain Kidd kills Shanks. That would be some bullshit. And then on top of it, because I mean, we might have killed Sabo. I don't think Sabo was killed. The island that Sabo was on did disappear. Sabo saw somebody sitting on a throne. If you were not caught up on One Piece, you don't realize that there are so many things going on and it all connects. Like, oh my god, did I almost fucking forgot? In the end of this chapter, we saw the Doris and Boggy, the two giants that Usopp made become friends way in the beginning of One Piece, way back in like I want to say it was had to have been between Alabasta and Fishman not Fishman Island with Arlong. It had to be between there. But they're back, and they're a part of Shanks' crew. That Oda, your callbacks are fucking incredible. And they're on Elbaf, and Luffy, that's our next destination, is definitely Elbaf. We know we're going to Elbaf. There's a poneglyph in Elbaf. Oh my god. Guys, I'm so fucking excited. We are so close to the end of One Piece. I can see it in the next 2-3 years. It's going to finish, and it's going to go out with a fucking bang. It's going to be a fucking kill. I'm so excited. There's so many things happening in One Piece. If you're not caught up, man, let me say this: if you don't read One Piece because it's too long, if you just want an amazing story that has connection and it has connectivity, I mean, like, think about it, like MCU wise. You want the Phase 5, you want the Phase 4, you want Phase 6, you want Phase whatever. That is One Piece. It is all connective and it's all leading up to something, and it's a grand adventure. That's the best way to describe it. It is one grand adventure, and it's so fun. It's so amazing. And I cannot wait. There are so many of us on this ride. If you were in New York Comic Con, going back to this, they shut down Station Square for like 5 minutes just showing One Piece. And it was filled with so many people, and they were going crazy. Cosplays. Colleen was there. I'm pretty sure the voice of Brooke was there. Nami. I met her. She is so amazing. She is so nice. She's so sweet. Like, oh, guys, One Piece gives me like the nerdgasm. Like, I love it so much, and I cannot wait to see how this ends. It's gonna be amazing. And if you're not caught up by the end, I can tell you it's gonna be spoiled like crazy. The whole fan base will be talking about it, and I love talking about One Piece, and I cannot wait to see what happens in the next couple chapters. So we'll update the review then. For now, these are just my thoughts on the current stuff that's happened, because, oh my god, it's been crazy. I love it.